2 years ago, I introduced you guys to the Air Pegasus 41. We're now on the Air Zoom Pegasus 42. I think the question that's on everybody's mind is just exactly, are these worth the buy? If so, to what extent? Are they better than the 41s? Or are they worth doubling up on? Or should I wait till these go on sale and then give these a try? So today's pair of shoes we're unboxing are none other than a pair of Air Zoom Pegasus 42. Let's see what we got. Nike Air Zoom Pegasus. Now before you get to the beautiful shoe, you are met with some literature. Now, I of course did not get this literature on my Structure Plus, nor did I get it on my Vomero 18s, nor did I get it on the Vomero Premium? I may have, but I'll leave this screenshot at the top so you guys can see that, let you guys read it. You guys didn't necessarily come for the video to read, you came to see an amazing shoe, and here we are. Now, this color right here is amazing. Now, I'm not just saying it because it matches my outfit, but what I am saying is that these colors individually mixed with black or white, you'd be like, okay, that's pretty tough. But put them together like this, you like, damn, this is a running shoe that I can wear casually. Now, all right, so 2 years later, we get this bad boy right here. This is the 42. Now, one of the key upgrades this shoe does is right here. You guys look, you're gonna see it says Air Zoom Full Length. So that basically lets you know that this is the Air Zoom throughout the whole shoe. You have more Air Zoom than you did in the previous version, and they improved ReactX, made it slightly more responsive. Now, to me, that right there alone justifies the hike in price, which is $5 more, which is not gonna make or break you. So, as you're saying right here, the look of the shoe appearance-wise is still very similar. It still kept the same design for the most part. A few subtle differences, but you don't have just regular Air Zoom. You have Air Zoom Full Length. And then as far as ReactX goes, you have a better and improved version. Now, how does this feel? This one right here, it's kind of like for the people that like flat foot runners, don't necessarily like that incline. That's what this is for. This one, pretty much the same thing, except if you're really bothered by that incline, this is probably not gonna be the shoe for you. It has just a slightly more of an incline right here in the back area. But to me, I think it's comfortable, but that's just me. They also improved the toe box area, so you have a little bit more meshing. You guys probably can't quite, can you guys see just a little bit? These of course are the same sizes. This is a men's 10, this is a woman's 12, which puts you at right about 10, 10 and a half. All right, this is a 10 and a half, so these both will be 10 and a halves. Now, the thing about this shoe that I liked at the time was that it's a beautiful shoe and it's functional. What I love about this shoe is that I don't want to be biased and say it's even more beautiful, but it is much more functional. So they improved the mesh network right here. They improved the responsiveness of the tech, and they got beautiful colorways like this. I believe this colorway is, they said chalk, and then, let me look it up real quick. Chalk and orange pulse, bright violet, and then tattoo. So you can clearly see where the orange pulse is, and then you can see where the bright violet is. And then the tattoo, that I'm assuming is right here. But beautiful shoe, $145. Well worth the $5 price increase. Good amount of traction right here, good amount. And I love when they do this in the shoe, because when you put your foot in and you push down, it's like a little bit more you can push down where you don't necessarily feel the ground just yet. All right, so the question on everybody's mind, can you slip these things on with no hands? Yes, they widen the toe box, so that is not a problem. These are of course a women's 12, which puts you at a men's 10 and a half. And as far as height boost, you're gonna get a little under 2 inches, which is good. Now what we're gonna do is, since we are doing a comparison between the 41, 42, oh, if you just saw that, you can slip these off with no hands. So, about the same amount of boost, maybe just a little bit less on the 41. And if you guys look, right here, you can't quite feel it as much in this part of the shoe, but definitely right here you can feel that you have a greater incline on this shoe on the 42. From the front of the shoe all the way down to the back, you're looking at a little more than 11 inches, which is good for a 10.5. Good amount of space. And then let's see, at its most narrowest point, you can clear 3 inches easily. So good amount of space for this shoe. They definitely improved in this area, give you more space. On the inside, you're going to get Pegasus responsive cushion. Nothing too crazy. I mean, it is nice. It is like, it does have a bit of a premium feel, so for what it's worth. On the inside, this is soft. Now you do get a little bit of a, see this? See that? So this is going to keep your foot in place. So if you're wearing these casually, you don't necessarily have to lace them up like the way I do. Keep them casual. But if you're going to run, definitely tighten these up. I highly recommend that. But
is it good? Let me see Sonic face, baby.